ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. We will read the fourth Kshepaka Shloka. किं गङ्गाम्बुनिबिम्बितेऽम्बरमणौ चाण्डालवीथीपयः पूरेवान्तरमस्ति काञ्चनघटी मृत्कुम्भयोर्वाम्बरे प्रत्यग्वस्तुनि निस्तरङ्गसहजानन्दावबोधाम्बुधौ विप्रोऽयं श्वपचोऽयमित्यपि महान् कोऽयं बिभेदभ्रमः. So Chandala Roopadhari Shiva posed two options regarding Gacha Gacha. He asked whether, O Acharya Shankara, Yativara, Dvijavara, do you refer to the body when you say Gacha Gacha, or you refer to Atma? Regarding body, he did not explain further because the word Annamaya itself is explanatory. Hetu Garbha Visheshana. So it is, body is made up of Annam. Whether this body or that body, Brahmana body or Chandala body. So there is no fundamental difference. Superficial difference may be there in size, etc., but no fundamental difference. But regarding the second option, Lord Shiva explained that in consciousness there is no difference of this is Brahmana, this is Chandala. For Brahmana, the word used was Vipraha. Brahmana is referred to by different words. One is Dvijaha, we have already seen, twice born. On initiation of Gayatri Mantra, a person is to be born twice. So that is Dvijaha. Second is Vipraha. Vipra is the one who has studied Vedas. Janmana jayate Shudraha, Karmana jayate Dvijaha. Veda dhyanad bhaved Vipraha. By the study of Vedas, when a person studies Vedas, then he becomes Vipraha. And then Brahma janati Brahmanaha. So really speaking, one can be called Brahmana in true sense when one knows Brahman. Whoever knows Brahman is Brahmanaha. Alright, so here Vipra word is used to refer to the one who knows Vedas. So in this consciousness, such division that this is Brahmana or this is Vipra, this is Chandala, such division is not there. That division is only at the level of Upadhi, the medium, whereas consciousness is manifesting through the medium, not affected by, not conditioned by the limitations of the medium. Therefore, in consciousness, such division of Brahmana, Chandala is not there. And therefore, based on consciousness, with reference to consciousness, from the standpoint of consciousness, you cannot say Gacha Gacha. And two examples were given One is the example of the sun reflected in different bodies of water. The sun is the same, whether it is reflected in Ganga water or reflected in the pool of this some pool of the slum dwellers. If it is in the pool of this pool in the street of the slum dwellers, there is reflection of the sun will not be affected. The sun reflected in Ganga's water or the sun reflected in the pool of water flowing in the street of Chandala, there is no difference. The sun is not polluted by the reflection in the pool of slum dwellers, pool of water of slum dwellers, or it is not sanctified by the reflection in Ganga water. It is not that so sun will say, "Oh, I reflected myself now in the slum water, slum street water, and therefore I am impure. Therefore, let me go and reflect it in Ganga water, so I am pure." There is no such thing. The sun does not get impure, and therefore there is no question of getting purified. Thus, from the standpoint of consciousness, there is no division. Thus, this Chandala Rupa Dhari Shiva asked this question, and it surprised, amazed Acharya Shankara, and immediately he understood that it is none other than Lord Shiva. And therefore, in the praise of Lord Shiva, in the praise of every wise person who has got the wisdom of oneness of consciousness, he is composing 5 shlokas. And those 5 shlokas are called Manisha Panchakam. Panchakam, a group of 5 verses revealing the Manisha. Manisha means conviction or wisdom with conviction, understanding with conviction. And those 5 verses we will start seeing now. Jagrat swapna sushuptishu sphutatara ya samvidujrumbhate ya brahmadi pipilekanta tanushu प्रोता जगत साक्षिणी सैवाहं न च दृश्यवस्त्विति दृढ़ प्रज्ञापि यस्यास्ति चेत् Okay, we can break it. सैवाहं न च दृश्यवस्त्विति दृढ़ प्रज्ञापि यस्यास्ति चेत् चाण्डालोऽस्तु स तु द्विजोऽस्तु गुरुरित्येषा मनीषा मम. चाण्डालोऽस्तु स तु द्विजोऽस्तु चाण्डालोऽस्तु स तु द्विजोऽस्तु गुरुरित्येषा मनीषा मम. I will just break the words of the shloka, Sandhi Vicheda. Jagrat swapna sushuptishu sphutatara ya samvit ujrumbate ya brahmadi pipilikanta tanushu prota जगत साक्षिणी सा एव अहम न च दृश्य वस्तु इति दृढ़ प्रज्ञा अपि यस्य अस्ति चेत् चाण्डालः अस्तु सः तु द्विजः अस्तु गुरुः इति एषा मनीषा मम. So Acharya Shankara says that anybody who has this wisdom, the wisdom which is given in Vedanta, that person is the Guru. He deserves to be Guru. Whether his body is Chandala or his body is Brahmana. Because once he has got this wisdom, he is free from the identification with the body. And the division of Chandala and Brahmana is based on the body. And therefore, a wise person does not look upon himself as Chandala or Brahmana. He looks upon himself as Brahman. And therefore, that person, that wise person, whatever be the body of that wise person, he is my Guru, she is my Guru. And what is the vision of that wise person? That is given in this shloka. As we have seen earlier, in Manusha Panchakam, 5 verses are there, and the first 4 verses correspond to 4 Mahavakyas as per the commentators. And we have seen earlier what is the meaning of Mahavakya. Jiva, Ishvara, Aikya, Bodhakam, Vakyam, Mahavakyam. Mahavakyam literally means a big sentence, a major statement, they call it. In size it is not very big, but in content it is very big. And what does this Mahavakya mean? Jiva, Ishvara, Aikya, Bodhakam, Vakyam. It is a Vakyam sentence which is Bodhakam, revealer of Aikyam, oneness between Jiva, the individual, and Ishvara, the Lord. What is Jiva? Yesterday in Satsang we saw that consciousness obtaining in individual body, identified with the individual body, is called Jivatma. So everybody is what? Jivatma. And what is the Jivatma? Same consciousness obtaining in individual body. When reference point is individual body, mind, sense complex, for consciousness to manifest, then consciousness gets a name Jivatma. So when I say I am Jivatma, really Vedanta, how will it understand? I am consciousness obtaining in individual body. And same consciousness obtaining in this universe, prapancha, the entire world, samashti, totality. Consciousness obtaining in totality, macrocosm, is called Paramatma, Ishvaraha. So consciousness with micro upadhi, micro reflecting medium, is called Jivatma. Consciousness with macro upadhi is called Paramatma, Ishvaraha. But both of them, the Jivatma and Paramatma, or Jivatma and Ishvara, both of them are none other than Atma, Ekatma, consciousness. One consciousness alone, seen to be obtaining in individual upadhi, it is Jivatma. Seen with reference to the total upadhi, it is Paramatma. And the Jivatma has got this issue, is considered itself to be Jivatma only. I am one individual. Very strong sense of individuality. I am this, I am not this. And I am superior to this person, but with reference to this, I am inferior. So, strong sense of individuality. I am not like this. Don't think I can do this. So, there is very, very strong, and especially the modern time, this individuality is very much highlighted. It is very much what is called strengthened. You are every now and then told you should highlight yourself. You emphasize yourself. You should be aggressive. They say you should be aggressive. And some people like aggressive people. I like Swamiji. This boy very aggressive. I like it. Like him. Aggressive. That is against the spirit of Vedanta. Every now and then emphasizing the individuality. It's me. I will not do like this. Who else can do this? This individuality is so strong. And because of that, there are so many complexes, so much suffering, so much what is called hiding, pretending, all this. So, this jiva is the one who is identified with the upadhi, and therefore there is strong sense of individuality, strong sense of limitation. And one thing that we call that this person has got superiority complex. Real superiority complex does not exist. Generally, the superiority complex is a cover for hiding inferiority complex. Because person is inside feeling so inferior, so and he doesn't want anybody to know it. So he puts a particular face, appearance of very superior, so that nobody will know that he is feeling so much inferiority complex. And I have seen that. Some people who look very confident, aggressive and all this, when they talk to me and I a little bit, listen to them, I understand that how much inferiority they are suffering from. People will not believe that this is the person who is talking like this. Outside big, inside hollow. All hollow things are there. Anyway, so this Jiva and Ishvara are none other than the same consciousness. This fact is revealed by the important statements of Vedanta, and those statements are called Mahavakyani, Mahavakyas. And there are so many Mahavakyas in Vedanta, not four, but four Mahavakyas are popular because they are representative of four Vedas. And I hope all of us know the four Vedas. The first Veda is Rig Veda. Rig Veda Mahavakya is Prajnanam Brahma, which is occurring in Aitareya Upanishad. Prajnanam Brahma. Prajnanam means consciousness, Brahma means infinite, limitless. This consciousness obtaining in the individual body is limitless. Prajnanam Brahma, representing Rigveda. Then Yajurveda, Aham Brahmasmi, I, consciousness, am Brahma. Same meaning. Words are different, idea is the same, then only it will be Mahavakyam. So, Aham Brahmasmi, it is Yajurveda, Shukla Yajurveda Vakya occurring in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Then, third is Tattvamasi, very popular Mahavakya. Among all four, Tattvamasi the most popular. That thou art. You are that. You are that Ishvara. You, the consciousness obtaining individual body, are limitless Brahman, Jagat Karanam Brahma. That is occurring in Samaveda Chandogya Upanishad, 6th chapter. The third Mahavakya is Tattvamasi. The fourth one is Ayamatma Brahma. This Atma obtaining in individual body is Brahma, limitless. Occurring in Atharva Veda Mandukya Upanishad. It occurs also in Brihadaranyaka, but we want to represent Atharva also. So we take that Vakya. Ayamatma Brahma in Mandukya Upanishad, which is a very small Upanishad. Only 12 mantras are there. And in that, this Mahavakya, Ayamatma Brahma occurs. So these 4 Mahavakyas are represented by the first 4 shlokas. And some acharyas, they say that when Chandala Rupadhari Shiva appeared in front of Acharya Shankara, so that Chandala will be surrounded by dogs. So this Chandala Shiva was also having 4 dogs. And those 4 dogs were 4 Vedas. And therefore, perhaps Acharya Shankara, seeing each dog, he is capturing the essence of the Prajnanam Brahma, the Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi, Ayamatma Brahma. Thus, the first shloka is explanation of Prajnanam Brahma. Consciousness obtaining in the individual is the consciousness behind the total. That consciousness obtaining in the individual is all pervasive consciousness. This idea is given. And now we have already prepared the infrastructure. Therefore, it will be easy for me. So even though it took 4 classes, but it was worthwhile. Like, when you are making dosa, first dosa will take time. Afterwards, fatafat it will come. So now Acharya Shankara, Chandala Rupadhari Shankara has already prepared the background. So now Acharya Shankara will make dosa fast. So now how will it happen? Let us see. He says, Ya Samvit. Samvit is another word for consciousness. Samvit means consciousness. Samveti, that which knows, illumines everything, is called Samvit. Samyak Veti, it is Samvit. Consciousness, ya, which Ujrumbate. Ujrumbate means manifests, shines, illumines, is evident. When Jagrat, Swapna, Shushuptishu, in all 3 states of experience. Jagrat, waking, Swapna, dream, Shushupti, deep sleep. Consciousness is that, is that which is Ujrumbate, shines, is evident in all 3 states of experience. So here also Atma Anatma Viveka is suggested. And Atma Anatma Viveka is done in various ways. One is called Shariratraya Viveka. Seeing I, consciousness, am different from the 3 bodies. That is called Shariratraya Viveka. So you have 3 bodies: gross, subtle, and causal. Not casual, okay? It is not casual. In fact, it is the most non-casual. So, causal body. Another name for Atma Anatma Viveka, another model for Atma Anatma Viveka is Panchakosha Viveka. Same thing. Same masala. Items are little looking different. Panchakosha Viveka. 3 bodies are rearranged and presented as 5 kosha. Kosha means a layer, a sheath. So, understanding that I, consciousness, am different from this 5 sheets, 5 layers of Anatma. What are they? Annamaya Kosha, the gross body. Pranamaya Kosha, the body consisting of the pranas, panchapranas and karmendriyas. Manomaya Kosha, the layer or sheath consisting of this mind and Gnanendriyas. Vijnanamaya, the kosha consisting of buddhi and Gnanendriyas. Anandamaya, Karana Shariram. Karana Shariram means the causal body. When gross body and subtle body are resolved, that what remains is called causal body. More about that you will study when you study Vedanta in detail. In retreat, we have got only trailer. It is a trailer for inviting you to have a movie. So, all right. So, that is Panchakosha Viveka. And another one is Avasthatraya Viveka. Avastha means a state of experience. And we have 3 states of experience. Jagrad Avastha. Now, which Avastha you are in? Jagrad Avastha. I hope all of you are in Jagrad Avastha. Waking state. What is waking state? It is a state of experience in which you experience the objects with the help of the sense organs blessed by the Devatas. So now you are perceiving different objects, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, through these organs obtaining in this gross body. And when Jiva has identification with the gross body as well, that is Jagrad Avastha. Then we retire and we go to sleep, and then we half awake, and that is dream state. Then we project the dream world based on the impressions we have gathered in Jagrad Avastha. It is something like Jagrad Avastha is like a VCR and VCP both, and in I know VCR means this video cassette recorder. So in this Jagrad Avastha we are recording the experiences in the form of samskaras. In Swapna Avastha we watch movie, we play movie. What we had bought from Jagrat, we play it. That is Swapna. All of us know what is Swapna. Yeah. In fact, somebody's names are Swapna, All right. Then Jagrat and Swapna, we experience various things. Then and then what happens? We get tired, and then we give up this gross body. We give up identification with subtle body, and we go to sleep. Means this mind is resolved, and there is only experience of ignorance or experience of nothingness. So Shushupti is not the absence of experience. In fact, it is experience of absence. There is a difference, no? Absence of experience or experience of absence. It is experience of absence of anything. I don't know anything. In Sushupti, our experience is what? I don't know anything. Some people say, in Jagrata also I am doing the same thing. But there it is more prominent, yeah. So Sushupti is experience of nothingness or experience of ignorance. So these are the 3 states of experience. Everybody has. Is there anybody who never slept? There is nobody. Is there anybody who has never seen dream? Sometimes people say, I have never seen dream. Sometimes what happens, you have seen the dream but you don't remember. That's all the difference. everybody would have experienced dream. All right. So these three states of experiences are there. And in Jagrad Avastha, I consciousness am there or not? Yes. I consciousness am evident as what? I am. So in Jagrad Avastha, I consciousness am present, evident as I am. What about in Swapna Avastha? Swapna Avastha also, I am evident, I am illumining this Swapna experience. What about deep sleep? People have question about this. In deep sleep also, I am there. Consciousness is very much there. That is why when you wake up, you say, Aham Sukham Aswapsam. I slept happily. You are able to recollect because you had experience. The rule is Yaya Smrutihi Sasa Anubhava Purvika. Any recollection is preceded by experience. You cannot recollect unless you have collected. Simple. Recollect can happen when collection has happened. So, Smruti, remembrance is possible only when you had experience. So, you were having this experience, what? I don't know anything. Na kinchid avedisham. Happily sleeping. Thus, in Sushupti also, I consciousness am present. So, Jagrad Avastha is not Swapna Avastha. Swapna Avastha is not Sushupti Avastha. So, all the three states are variables. And I consciousness am invariable. And the principle is Yad Anuvrittam Tat Mama Swarupam. Whatever is invariable is my Swarupam. Yad Vyavrittam Saha Anatma. Whatever is variable, subject to exclusion, is not my Swarupam, it is Anatma. And it's a very interesting thing. Even in relative sense, we say, what belongs to you will never go. If something goes away, it does not belong to you. So, you need not have any worry about anybody leaving you. Swamiji, my spouse will leave me. If she leaves you, really she is not yours. She was never yours. So, anything which belongs to you will never go. Anything goes away does not belong to you. So, that is in Vyavaharika, relative sense we say. But at Paramarthik level also we say, whatever leaves you is not your nature. Whatever continues, that is your nature. What continues? This consciousness continues. And therefore, this consciousness is my nature. This idea is conveyed by Avastha Traya Viveka. I am consciousness present in all the three states of experience, but not confined to any state of experience. I am different from all three states of experience. I am invariably present in all variable states of experience. This Avastha Traya Viveka is presented in the first line. And I am consciousness, which is Avastha Traya Sakshi, that is mentioned. Ya Samvit, consciousness which Ujrumbate, present in all three states of experience. How? Sphutatara, very evidently. Why very evidently we say, very prominently? Because it is available as I am, regarding which you cannot have doubt. You may have doubt whether I am intelligent or not. Because some people say you are intelligent and my wife says you are idiot. So I get a doubt. But Regarding I am, whether I am, there is no doubt. Therefore, what? Sphutatara. Sphutatara means very clearly. Consciousness is evident very clearly in all three states of experience. So, this is the explanation of Prajnanam Brahma Mahavakyam. What is Prajnanam? Prajnanam is a consciousness which is Avasthatraya Sakshi. So, Prajnanam here is represented as Avasthatraya Sakshi. But this consciousness which is obtaining in this individual body, in all three states of experience, identifying with all three bodies. In Sushupti Avastha, there is identification with Karana Sharira. In Swapna Avastha, there is identification with this Sukshma Sharira predominantly. Karana Sharira, of course, there, but predominantly Sukshma Sharira. And in Jagrata Avastha, predominantly with Sthula Sharira. So, this consciousness which is obtaining in all three bodies is not confined to this individual triad of the bodies. Then what it is? It is Vyapakam Chaitanyam. It is pervading the entire universe and illumining the entire universe. That is said in the next sentence. Ya, consciousness which, Ya refers to that consciousness, Samvit. Prota, inherently present, inheres, inherently present, invariably present. Prota, Ota Prota. So, that Prota, inherently present. Where? Not in one individual body. Tanushu, in all the bodies. And what is the range of these bodies? Brahmadi, starting with Brahmaji, Hiranyagarbha. Samashti is Sukshma Sharira. That Hiranyagarbha, Brahmadi. Brahma here, not Brahma. Here Brahma is Mr. Saraswati. That that Brahma. Because sometimes, wife is more known. So, really, sometimes I know somebody and more wife is known. So, I start the initial with that person. Suppose somebody's wife's name is Sita. Then I write Sita Devadatta. So, because even though I am writing the Devadatta's number, but I will write Sita Devadatta. So, S Devadatta. So, similarly, Brahmaji, all of you know Dadiwala. So, that Brahmaji who is representing the totality. Here, Brahmaji refers to the totality. The total body, total gross and subtle bodies are represented by Brahmaji. Therefore, Brahmadi, the highest range, the biggest body, Brahmadi. So, consciousness is present in all the bodies, starting with the body of Brahmaji. And up to what? Pipilika, Anta. Anta means up to. Pipilika means ant. Ant is very small, but name is very big. Pipilika. All right. So, consciousness is prota, inherently present in all the bodies, starting with Brahmaji and up to an ant. So, I am present, in all the bodies, so-called fat fellow or so thin fellow, in all of them, consciousness is present. And in which manner it is present? Jagat Sakshini, as the witness of the entire world, which is otherwise called Paramatma. So, Jagat Sakshi, Paramatma is present in all the bodies. Consciousness as the witness of totality is present in all the bodies, starting with Brahmaji up to the ant. So, here Prajnanam idea was given in the first line. Here it is given Brahma. Prajnanam Brahma. So consciousness which is present in the individual body, ya samvit jagrat swapna sushuptisu ujrumbate prajnanam, that consciousness alone is Jagat Sakshini, pervading the entire world, pervading and illumining the entire world. So Prajnanam is Brahma. So oneness is suggested by these two sentences, and that oneness is made further clear in the third sentence. Sa eva aham. That consciousness alone I am. That Jagat Sakshini, that all pervasive consciousness alone aham I, who is avasthatraya sakshi. Nacha drishya vastu, and I am not the object, the perceptible, knowable object. Vastu means object. Drishya means perceivable, knowable. Means I am not the knowable body, mind, sense complex. I am consciousness which is obtaining in the individual body, Jagrat Swapna Sushuptishu Ujrumbate, and Jagat Sakshini, that consciousness I am. So I am consciousness obtaining in the individual body and pervading all the bodies. Prajnanam Brahma. Aham Prajnanam Avasthatraya Sakshi am Brahma Jagat Sakshi. Aham Avasthatraya Sakshi Prajnanam Jagat Sakshi Brahma. Sakshini is there because Strilinga. Alright. And very beautiful thing about this verse is that generally for consciousness and Atma, the word used will be masculine or neuter. Here feminine is used. So that gender issue is not there. We have got all three words in all three genders for that Atma. Chiti, Strilinga is there. Samvit is Strilinga. So Linga is only at the level of body. Unnecessary fighting. Alright. So Sa means that consciousness which is Avasthatraya Sakshi and Jagat Sakshi alone I am. And not this body, mind, sense complex which is Drishyam, objectifiable. Iti, in this manner, Dridha Prajna. Dridha means firm. Prajna, wisdom. Yasya, whoever has, for whomever asti is there. For whomsoever, in whomsoever, such firm wisdom is there. Api. Api has got the idea of even whomsoever. Yasya api. Yasya and api should be connected. Yasya api means for whomsoever, whosoever has this wisdom. What wisdom? I, Avasthatraya Sakshi, Prajnanam, am Jagat Sakshi, Brahma. Yasyapi, whoever has got this firm wisdom, for whomsoever chet, if it is there, chet means if it is there, for whomsoever, if this knowledge is there, for anyone, if this knowledge is there. So yasya can be taken as for anyone, chet, if this wisdom is there. Chet means if. The word used is dridha prajna. Prajna means knowledge and dridha means firm. And firmness is indicative of freedom from vagueness, doubts and habitual error. So it is not simply information or not even knowledge, it has become wisdom. Therefore, dridha prajna means firm wisdom, firm knowledge, one who has. And prajna one receives from Shravanam and make it makes it Drada Prajna by Manana and Nididhyasanam. I receive the understanding, Prajna, by listening to the scripture from a teacher. I got Prajna, and then make it free from vagueness, doubts and habitual error by Manana and Nididhyasanam. Then a person has, I have Drada Prajna. And whoever has this Drada Prajna, Saha, that person, Chandalaha astu, let that person become Chandalaha. Means that person's body happened to be born in Chandala family, let him be known as Chandala. Chandala astu, let him be Chandala. Saha means he, let him be Chandala. Saha Dvijaha astu, or even let him be a Brahmana. Saha Mama Guru, that person is my Guru. Whoever has this wisdom that I Prajnanam am Brahma, that person is my Guru, deserves to be my Guru, as adorable as my Guru. Iti, in this manner, Esha, this Manisha, conviction, Mama, mine. This is my conviction. Means, I have understood very well that wisdom has nothing to do with the body. Whether it is a male body or female body, old body or young body. We have got examples of having this wisdom at the age of 5. Shukadeva, and at the young age itself they become wise people. We have got example of Vamadeva who got knowledge in the womb itself. So, young or old, some people will say that Guru means young is, if somebody is very young teacher, many people will have distrust. Oh, he is very young, upcoming teacher, upcoming artist. Therefore, one brahmachari was telling me, Swamiji, somehow in my case what happens, even though I am now 42, but I look very young only. So people take me for granted. So he wants to look old, but he's anyway, so because people, Swami Chinmayanand used to say, that in spiritual pursuit, the wisdom is measured by the length of the beard. All right. So it has nothing to do with that. Whether he is a Brahmana or Chandala, male or female. In fact, in spiritual pursuit, still little bit male domination is there. Even ladies also would like to go to the man. He must be very authentic, So people have to get out of this, So there is a still feeling that wisdom will be with man only. That wrong thinking. Wisdom has nothing to do with man or woman. I have seen many men who are teaching but not so clear, and many women very good clarity. So don't connect this wisdom with gender. Don't connect wisdom with the class, age, country. It is not that only Indians can have wisdom. Only Tamil Nadu people can have wisdom. So there is no such thing. Okay. Wisdom belongs to all. Anyone who wants to capture it is available. So he says, whatever be the external features of the person, that person is my Guru. This is my Manisha. Thus, in this shloka, first idea conveyed is, I am consciousness different from Drishya Vastu, body, mind, sense complex. First thing. Second, I consciousness am avasthatraya sakshi. Third, I consciousness am jagat sakshi. And whoever has this wisdom is my Guru. All right. Now, the next shloka is going to be the explanation of The second Mahavakya, Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahma. And this shloka is going to answer a possible doubt. The doubt is, in the first shloka you have said, I am consciousness, nacha drishya vastu. I am not these objectifiable things. Ghata, pata, indriya, sharira, mana, buddhi, all are drishyam. I am consciousness, this is drishyam, it is matter. So now, what is the relationship between the drishya, these material objects, and consciousness? What is the relationship? That is being answered in the next shloka. Brahmaivahamidam jagatcha sakalam chinmatra vistaritam sarvam chaitadavidyaya trigunaya shesham maya kalpitam. Itham yasya dridhamatis sukhatare nitye pare nirmale chandalostu satudvijostu gururityesha manisha mama. In second line, we have to chant both the quarters together because of some grammar requirements. I have talked about it. Yeah. Brahma eva aham idam jagat cha sakalam chinmatra vistaritam sarvam cha etad avidyaya trigunaya ashesham maya kalpitam. Itham yasya dridha matihi sukhatare nitye pare nirmale chandalaha astu sahatu dvijaha astu guruhu iti esha manisha mama. As we saw in the introduction to this shloka is talking about the relationship between this world, drishyam, and consciousness. This is an important issue even in the science, in the field of science. What is the relationship between matter and spirit? Spirit is a very distorted translation of the word consciousness, Atma. What we are calling Atma in Vedanta, they are roughly, or rather sometimes wrongly, misleadingly translate as spirit. So generally we don't use the word spirit. Even though we use the word spiritual, even Pujya Swamiji did not like to use the word spiritual so much. But some word we have to use, So this spiritual, when we say it is spiritual, means what? Related to spirit. So when we hear the word spirit, only what comes? Oh, some ghost only comes to your mind. Spirit, if you say, what do you understand? Spirit, do you understand Satchidananda? No. You generally spirit means you understand that spirit. So you have to take the word spirit in the right spirit. So anyway, so what is the relationship between matter and consciousness? Science has got the idea that consciousness is a product or epiphenomenon of material brain. So consciousness is a property or product of matter. So what is more fundamental according to science? Matter. matter matters to them. And that is why scientific view is called materialism. Materialistic view. Why? Because for them, matter is more fundamental. Therefore, their view is materialistic view. For them, matter is fundamental. Consciousness is just epiphenomenon, byproduct, or a property. Not only this scientist, even some thinkers in India, Nayayikas, they are called Vaisheshikas. Don't bother about these names. These are philosophers' names. They also said that consciousness is a guna. They use the word guna, property of Atma. Property of matter, not Atma. Consciousness is the property of matter. For them also it is similar view. And Sankhya, Yoga, they accept consciousness as an independent entity, but they say it is as real as matter. So they accept the duality of matter and consciousness. Whereas Vedanti has the most radical view, and that is matter is manifestation, appearance of consciousness. Consciousness is the most fundamental. Matter is an appearance of consciousness. That is too much to stomach, too much to digest. Already our breakfast full now, so stomach cannot digest this now. Anyway, consciousness is the fundamental and matter is the appearance. How can I even grasp it, even get the possibility, sense of possibility? Shastra gives the example of dream. In dream what happens? You, conscious being the waker, are projecting the entire material world. So you, conscious being, are the basis, fundamental entity, adhishthanam for the entire material world. So it is possible. At least sense of possibility is established by this example. Main pramanam to reveal the relationship between the matter and consciousness is Shastram only. But we have got the dream example to accept the sense of possibility of what Vedanta says. And what Vedanta says? I, consciousness, am adhishthanam. The basis, the fundamental basis for the entire material world to come. And for that purpose alone, in Shastra, there is a Karya Karana Prakriya talked about. Cause effect model is given, where consciousness, which is called Brahma, is presented as Karanam, the cause, and the world is presented as the effect. And by this cause effect model, what is conveyed is effect does not exist apart from the cause. Pot does not exist apart from clay. And the world being the effect does not exist apart from Brahma, all pervasive consciousness. So what is appearing as the world is nothing but Brahma. What is appearing as the world of pots is nothing but clay. Mrittika ityeva satyam. Thus, the relationship between the material world and consciousness is presented here as consciousness being the adhishthanam, the reality of the material world. More we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnasya Purnamadaya हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः.